Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. My name is Alpa Sharma and I hope everyone is doing very good today. I hope everyone can hear and see me clearly as well. Good evening. I'm so glad to see all of you back. I mean, not literally see, but then see you in the chat right now. If you could quickly confirm that you can hear and see me clearly, we shall talk about what you should have done by now in almost every subject. So we're going to be talking about that in detail. Hi everyone, good evening, good evening. So I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to everyone. Agenda देखते हैं, what are we going to talk about? बात किस चीज की करेंगे? I'm very good today, Anisha, and I hope you're doing very well as well. सो देखते हैं एजेंडा क्या है, आज क्या डिस्कस करेंगे, क्या क्या चीजें कर लेनी चाहिए थी, किस सब्जेक्ट में, सबके डिटेल में बात करते हैं। तो बेसिकली एजेंडा ये है कि वो टॉपिक्स जो इम्पोर्टेंट बहुत ज्यादा हैं और अब तक आपको वो कर लेने चाहिए थे। स्टूडेंट्स हु कम टू द बैचेस, स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग अ फ्यू मंथ्स बैक, उन्होंने ये चीजें कर ली होंगी। अगर आपने ये चीजें नहीं करी है तो अभी भी ये शायद वीडियो आपके लिए एक रिमाइंडर के जैसे हो सकता है कि बच्चे अभी भी टाइम है, 15 डेज लगा के इन चीजों को कवर अप कर लीजिए, नहीं तो फिर आप बहुत लेट हो जाएंगे in your preparation. Okay, so we'll identify the important topics and we'll see कि उनको हम कैसे कवर अप कर सकते हैं, क्या प्लान बना सकते हैं अगर अभी तक वो चीजें नहीं करी हैं तो डिस्कस करेंगे क्या क्या चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है। Discussion start करने से पहले couple of things. We've launched our comprehensive course for CLAT 2024. So if you are somebody who's preparing for or planning to prepare for CLAT 2024 as well, that's the number of our counselors. You can call them right away and know more about the program and the details of it by calling them. And additionally, we have a 3 days free trial. तो आप इसके लिए भी enroll कर सकते हो, पहले free trial ले लो and then you can enroll yourself for our batches. इसको एनरोल 3 डेज का फ्री ट्रायल लेने के लिए इसका जो लिंक है वो वीडियो के नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में, यू कैन क्लिक ऑन द लिंक, एनरोल फॉर अ फ्री ट्रायल एंड देन अगेन यू कैन सी अस इन द क्लासेस वेरी सून बिकॉज टाइम बहुत नहीं है आपके पास। तो सबसे पहली चीज ये आप सबको पता है दैट आपके पास सिर्फ और सिर्फ अब 5 महीने बचे हैं मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट लॉ एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए, दैट इज क्लैट। ठीक है, प्लस 7 more days फॉर AILET। ठीक है, तो टाइम बहुत ज्यादा आपके पास बचा नहीं है, 5 मंथ्स बचे हैं। एंड सिंस यू आर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो आई एम अज्यूमिंग, जो मेरा करेक्ट असम्पशन होगा कि आपको क्लैट देना है, राइट? और अगर आपने ये जो चीजें जिनकी मैं लिस्ट आपको नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में दिखाऊंगी, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में दिखाऊंगी, अगर ये चीजें आपने अभी तक, इफ यू हैवंट टच्ड अपॉन दीज थिंग्स, यू स्टिल हैव 5 months एंड पुटिंग इन probably 15-20 a month more can enable you to cover these basic things up so that the remaining 5 months can be put to very good use. आइडिया ये है कि हम ये ट्रैक करें कि आप सही डायरेक्शन में चल रहे हो कि नहीं, अभी तक आपने वो चीजें कवर अप कर ली है कि नहीं कर ली है। ठीक है, तो ये हमारा आइडिया है। तो क्या क्या चीजें कर लेनी चाहिए थी? पहली चीज, मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट नंबर 1, जनवरी से मई तक का करंट अफेयर्स। देखो, आप आई एम श्योर यू नो द टाइमलाइन कि कब से कब तक के करंट अफेयर्स इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। जून इज अबाउट टू एंड, 2 दिन और जून खत्म हो जाएगा। मैंने जून इंक्लूड नहीं किया है यहां। ठीक है, सो बेसिकली आपका टाइमलाइन है जनवरी से लेके नवंबर तक का करंट अफेयर्स, ये आपको कवर अप करना है। अभी तक आपने अगर जनवरी से मई तक का करंट अफेयर्स नहीं किया है और आप एक ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं, अच्छा, सो गीता, इफ आई स्टार्ट टुडे, इसका भी अप्रोच देखेंगे फॉर एवरी पॉइंटर वी डिस्कस। ठीक है, तो यस धारा, सो इफ यू हैवंट टच्ड अपॉन, if you haven't completed the current affairs from January to May, you have to do them as soon as possible, and they have piled on. 5 months of current affairs have piled on if you haven't done them yet. So, first pointer, you should have done them by now. If you did not do them by now, it might be a little difficult because you'll have to cover up the 5 months altogether, and then every remote GK is adding up. I'll give you a wise advice of how you can cover them up. Every month, January to May, we have, wait, my marker stopped working. Please give me a second. I'll fix it. Yeah. So every month we have one CLAT Ignite that we release. Okay. So make sure you follow the CLAT Ignite that's available on our app. Everyone and anyone can download it. It's a comprehensive medium where current affairs are covered up. Additionally, over and above that, make sure you attend Salik sir's daily newspaper analysis, and Abhimanyu sir also is taking monthly GK. He's covering them up. So if you still haven't done January to May current affairs, the 3 ways to cover them up is going to be CLAT Ignite from the app, but make sure you do that ASAP. Okay. The next is going to be Salik sir's daily newspaper analysis, and the next is going to be Manju sir's monthly GK cover up. इनका वीडियोस देख लीजिए. I think that's going to be enough, but जल्दी कीजिए because आपके पास बहुत सारे और months pending हैं जो आगे add on होते जाएंगे. For example, June almost ending. So June is an additional month, 6th month that we have added to the list. All right. Next one. Second pointer. When I say current affairs, remember, I hope you know current affairs is not the only thing that's going to come up in the examination. I'm sure you know static. Last 2 years, we've had a lot of static. So this static that's related to these 2 months, these 5 months from January to May is also important. Okay. So again, attending the classes very regularly is going to ensure that you cover these static up as well. Next pointer. I think this should have been the first pointer instead of being second. The first and the foremost priority of anyone deciding to start preparation for CLAT is knowing what comes in the examination. How do you know what comes in the examination? By solving the latest pattern of paper. Ab dekho, recently CLAT came up with a notification that instead of a 150 marks, they're going to be giving you 120 marks paper, 120 questions. But we don't have a sample paper for that. What we have is the latest pattern of the entire paper full of reading and 150 marks. So by this time, this was the first, that was the precursor to your preparation. CLAT 2020, when the pattern changed, जब से pattern change हुआ, जब से reading based paper आने लगा, से 2023 तक के सारे actual papers CLAT plus AILET, क्योंकि AILET का last year pattern change हुआ था. Okay. Yes, Osama, please tell me what your question is. Okay. Next is going to be sample papers. Every year, CLAT releases 2 sample papers. So you have 3 papers per year from CLAT 2020 to 2023. Make sure you have solved all these papers by now. If you are somebody who's starting your preparation right away, this should be the first thing you should be doing. Please see what comes in the examination. What is the pattern of these 2 examinations? Anisha, they are available on our app, on our website as well. If you just type it in Google, CLAT 2023 sample paper, BYJU'S exam prep, you'll find the link. It should be the first website opening up. Okay, so CLAT 20 to 2023, actual papers, sample papers, second thing. Third thing, now that the pattern has changed, you should by today have given at least 1 mock according to the new pattern. That's 120 marks. Lesser number of questions, more time per question. And by this time, you should have given at least 5 CLAT pattern mocks. If you are somebody who comes to our batches, the 6th mock, CLAT pattern mock, goes live this Sunday. That's 2nd, I wanted to write 2, that's 2nd of July. And next Sunday, the 2nd ALET pattern mock goes live. If you come to the batches, make sure you've given them. Okay? Yes, so Swapnil has clarified it. Okay, I can't do that right now. I'm in the middle of a class. Thank you. So 5 CLAT pattern mocks अभी तक दे देने चाहिए थे, at least one on the new pattern. Again, if you come to our batches, आपको पता होगा that mock 5 and mock 6 and then mocks that happen furthermore सारे new pattern पे dependent होंगे 120 marks. So अभी तक कम से कम एक आपको mock दे देना चाहिए था ये assess करने के लिए that is my preparation actually aligned with the latest pattern. That to check it, you should have given at least one mock with the latest pattern. Pointer number 4 that you should have done by now. In legal reasoning, since these 4 topics are the most important ones and a lot of questions belong to these 4 sections, basics of torts, contracts, criminal and constitution should have been done. If you come to our YouTube classes, a lot of these have been discussed over our YouTube sessions. If you come to the batches, barring batch 4 or 5, we have already covered these. Nivedita ma'am and Shurajit sir have covered these up in the batches. Make sure you've attended all of these live. Okay? If not attended, you can watch the recorded videos, but क्योंकि ये सबसे basic principles हैं जिसपे questions आते हैं. कितने लोगों ने कर लिए हैं ये चारों topics? Tort, contract, criminal और constitution. How many of you have done that already? How many of you have solved some passages for tort, contracts, criminal, constitution? इनका basic समझ लिया है? Let me see how many of you have done it. क्योंकि नहीं किया ना तो ये थोड़ा सा डिले हो गए हो आप प्रिपरेशन में. अच्छा, सो नितिका हैज डन इट. वेरी गुड, कांग्रेचुलेशंस. गुड गुड शुभा. वेरी गुड नंदना. ग्रेट. आई एम एक्चुअली वेरी हैप्पी, वेरी इम्प्रेस्ड. एंड आई अच्छा पता है एक चीज और, बहुत सारे लोग ना ये कवर अप कर लेंगे और आने वाले 5 और पॉइंटर्स हैं. A lot of people might have covered those topics as well, but a lot of people take this very, very lightly. Time and again, I've repeated this. It's okay, Tulika, you're at a very good position. Time and again, I've repeated this and I will repeat this again today. Please don't take this lightly. Don't wait for your course to end. क्या course है CLAT का? कोई course नहीं है CLAT का. It's endless. This is your course. This is your course. This is the part of your course. Please take your mocks very sincerely. They will give you a massive amount of learning which no guru, no teacher, no amount of books can give you. You taking the mocks, analyzing them, figuring out a strategy that works, that is unique to you and works out for you. That is going to be the most important thing. So make sure you are taking the mocks regularly. Our mocks, they're uploaded almost every 15 days, one CLAT pattern mock. With this pedagogy, and then the frequency would increase. So every 15 days, you should be taking a mock and you have to make a graph and see if your graph is in an ascending order. It shouldn't reach a plateau. It shouldn't be in the descending order. Make sure you follow that and make sure you speak to your teachers here so that you know how your pattern in the mocks have been. Next pointer. In RC, pertaining to English specifically, basic types of questions. RC for English as well as CR. Basic types of questions which CLAT can give you. For example, you know in English, main theme of the passage, contextual vocabulary, inference-based question, figure of speech, all and tone of the author. Right? These kind of questions are the most frequently asked questions in RC. If you have solved these. So, basics of these type of questions and how to approach them, you should have done by now. किस तरीके से अप्रोच करेंगे मेन थीम क्वेश्चन को, इन्फरेंस किस तरीके से निकाला जाएगा, टोन ऑफ द ऑथर और स्टाइल ऑफ द पैसेज में क्या डिफरेंस होगा, कंटेक्चुअल वोकैबुलरी में क्लोज ऑप्शंस कैसे करेंगे. ठीक है, सो अपनी क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे ग्राफ बच्चे. ठीक है, नॉट हियर. So you should have understood the basic approach to solve the most common type of RC questions. In CR, identifying the argument, strengthening the argument, weakening the argument, assumption, conclusion based questions. Most common 5 type of questions that come up in CR in both the papers, CLAT as well as ALET. You should have understood by now what should your approach be for these specific individual kind of questions. एक क्वेश्चन आएगा तो किस तरीके से सॉल्व करना है, दूसरा आएगा तो किस तरीके से. हाँ, आफरीन, यस, ग्रामर एज वेल, बट थोड़ा रेयर होता है इसलिए उसकी बात हम इतनी ज्यादा नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो बेसिक्स ऑफ टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन आरसी एंड सीआर अब तक हो जाना चाहिए था. अभी प्रैक्टिस का टाइम स्टार्ट हो जाता है, डिफिकल्टी लेवल बढ़ाने का टाइम स्टार्ट हो जाता है. कि अगर मैं एनएलयू आसाम जा रहा हूं तो मुझे आरजी एनयूएल जाना है, आरजी एनयूएल जा रहा हूं तो मुझे एनएलएल जाना है. मेरे स्कोर इंक्रीमेंटल होने चाहिए. नेक्स्ट पॉइंटर, एटलीस्ट 100 पैसेजेस फ्रॉम ईच सब्जेक्ट. लुक्स लाइक अ वेरी बिग नंबर. अभी तक हो जाने चाहिए थे. ये सिर्फ मेरा नहीं, all the mentors here at BYJU'S Exam Prep believe in this. We should have done at least 100 passages, including class passages, test passages, mock passages. There are at least 5 to 6 passages per mock in every section, right? So you should have done 100 passages easily. I say at least 100 passages easily for every subject. Legal, 100 passages at least done. Maths, maybe not 100, a little lesser. Sets, GK 100, English 100, CR 100. Might look like a big number, but when you accumulate the number of passages, 100 is a very small number. I expect you to do thousands by the time your examination reaches. So by this time, you should have solved at least 100 passages from each subject. Make your own calculation. If you aren't here, you have to realize that your dream is far, far away. वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए आपको टाइम लगेगा बाकियों से ज्यादा. नेक्स्ट इज मैथमेटिक्स. सबसे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस मैथमेटिक्स में एवरेजेस, रेशियोज, परसेंटेजेस. Maximum number of questions. Now we are assuming instead of a 15 marks, mathematics is going to be roughly 12 marks. In 12 marks, you can easily score a 7. At least a 7. By doing these 3 topics. These are basic fundamentals, easy ones, and you should have done these 3 topics by now. If you still haven't done them, if you're watching us on YouTube, Ankur sir is taking a series on these basic concepts. You can watch them. If you come to the classes, again, you're late if you haven't done them yet. All these 3 topics are done in most of the batches that we have. So averages, ratios, percentages. Most common topics in mathematics in quantitative aptitude, let me call it that, QT. So you should have done this by now. And again, the most important thing, you should have seen all the classes that have been conducted live and asynchronous videos. For people who do not know what are our asynchronous videos are our studio recorded videos that are in addition to the live classes we take. So for example, if I'm taking a live class that talks about history, I have a studio recorded class by one of our expert faculty members, which also talks about history. The questions are different, the teaching methodology is a little different, but it's like a revision or a precursor to the class that will make sure you understand the topic even better. It's like a one-to-one thing. So along with the live classes, asynchronous videos भी, बहुत सारे लोग क्या करते हैं, लाइव क्लासेस तो देख लेते हैं, आप बैच में आते हो, but you don't watch the asynchronous videos. If you don't do that, you're going to miss out on a lot of things. Okay, there's a specific reason why these asynchronous videos are provided to you. Yes, they are many. Swapnil, they are many. I know that. For every topic, you have one video. English में, if I count, there are more than 50 videos that we have. तो 300 प्लस तो होने ही चाहिए बाकी सारे सब्जेक्ट में. तो एसिंक्रोनस देख लेना अगर अभी तक नहीं देखे हैं तो, ठीक है, क्योंकि इनके टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन ये आपके लिए एक तरह से रिविजन हो जाएगा जो टॉपिक्स आपने अभी तक किए हैं क्लासेस में. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू मी दीज आर अ फ्यू थिंग्स जो आपको जून के एंड तक कर लेना चाहिए था. इनमें से कितनी चीजें आउट ऑफ 8 पॉइंटर्स, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव डन 5 or more than 5? How many of you have touched upon 5 or more than 5? For people who are watching me not live, recorded later on, you can comment under my video कि आपने कितने टॉपिक्स कर लिए हैं, 5 या मोर देन 5 कितने कर लिए हैं आपने, मुझे बताओ कमेंट में एक बार. Ma'am, one question. Everyone prefer doing legal age material than any other platform. Sorry, ma'am, but as I'm new to CLAT, so just asked as everyone is suggesting me legal edge. Do you think I'm suggesting that? No, I'm not. Do you think all these kids watching me live are suggesting it? No, they aren't. So, big BRJK study, it's a big misconception. Here, Swapnil has done 7 pointers. And BRJK study, I think you're smart enough to realize uh, if that was an appropriate question for me or not. Okay. Very good. Swapnil, 7. Very good. Shubha and Nitika has also done more than 5. I'm very, very happy. Figure out things that you're missing out on. Keep a check of it. Put 15 additional days to identify what exactly are you missing out on and work on it. Push yourself harder. If I'm sure a lot of schools have examinations going on the upcoming week. Get done with the school examinations. Free हो जाओ. 15 days और लगाओ और फिर देखो कि क्या बचा है उसको कवर अप करो क्योंकि अब टाइम आ गया है डिफिकल्टी लेवल इंक्रीज करने का. डिफिकल्टी लेवल तब इंक्रीज होंगे जब ये आपके हो चुके होंगे. So cover them up if you haven't done them yet. Make sure you see us in the batches for CLAT 2024 as a comprehensive course. Number of our counselors जो नीचे scroll चल रहा है ना इसमें दिया हुआ होगा. You can also कोई बात नहीं स्वप्निल देख लेना ठीक है. Also you can opt for a 3 days free trial. You can see us in the classes very very soon. जल्दी से एक बार इसके लिए जो लिंक है ना वो वीडियो के नीचे कमेंट सेक्शन में होगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में होगा. So you can find that out. Have a 3-day trial and then see us in the classes. Ma'am, by now, how many topics of CA should have been completed? Current affairs, Shubha, January to May, current affairs should have been done. Ma'am, please comment. Oh yes, Dhara, I'm making sure that everything that I'm communicating, don't worry if you don't understand what I'm saying in Hindi. I have made sure whatever I've communicated in Hindi is also communicated in English. I'm talking bilingually. So you will not miss out on anything, rest assured. And make sure you follow us on all our social media handles. I hope you have no doubts. If you have any, you can just comment under my video. I shall reply to you personally. Our Instagram, Facebook, Telegram handles are again there under the video in the description box. And you can download our app for previous year papers and practice tests and asynchronous videos. That's going to be all for today, everyone. I shall see you in the app at 6. I'm going to be talking about something very, very important. I'm going to be talking, just a minute, about 5 rules that will ensure that you have better comprehension. If you are weak in your reading comprehension, see me in the app at 6 p.m. Okay. तो जून चौहान खत्म तो होने दो स्वप्निल. ओके जून खत्म ही नहीं हुआ अभी. जून खत्म होगा तब तो इग्नाइट आएगा. Have a very good evening, everyone. God bless you.